So I just had a couple of phone calls with some people who were interested in buying a home, and they were all asking what's their first step. So I figured I would just make a little video and share it, and maybe it might help some people. So what I told them was the first thing that you need to do when you're trying to buy a home is call me, call a real estate agent, call the White Realtor, and it's pretty much easy after that, because as your realtor, I'm going to walk you through what you need to be doing step by step. So it's not like you have to have it all figured out, because that's my job. I have it all figured out for you. I'm going to give you that insight that you need to get to the place where you need to be. So the first thing you do is you call me, and what I'll do is I'll kind of pre-qualify you and see where you're at in the process and see if you're ready to take the next steps. So when we get on the phone, I'll be going over your credit, your taxes, and your income or money saved. Your credit score needs to be at a 580. But, you have 3 credit scores. You have a high, middle, and a low one. Your second highest one, or your middle score, that's the one that needs to be at a 580 or higher to get you pre-approved. And we will go over your taxes and your income and things like that as well. But if you're ready, if everything checks out, then I'll get you over to a lender who will get you pre-approved. The pre-approval is going to give us a lot of important information. It's going to tell us how much money the lender is willing to give you. We'll have an estimate on how much money you need to come out of pocket. We'll also have an estimate on what your monthly cost would be. Then you'll be ready to go out and start looking at homes. You'll be ready to go out and make an offer on a home and actually even get yourself a home. There's a whole lot more to the whole buying process that I can say, but I want to keep this video short. So if you have any other questions, you can inbox me, text me, call me, comment, and we can set up a time to kind of talk where I can answer all of your questions. But I'll leave you with one more nugget, one more thing when it comes to buying a home, because I get this a lot too, where people know when they want to buy a home, and they'll say, I'm going to buy a home such and such month, in the summer, in the spring, in the fall, whatever the case may be, which is great because you got a plan. But the mistake that people make sometimes is saying, I want to be ready to buy in May. And then they set up a time to speak with me in May, and they don't really want to talk before then. But the problem is, we don't know what your situation is. And so sometimes what happens is we get to that time where you're ready and we start talking, and we find out that there's some things that you need to take care of before you can get pre-approved and start looking. And if we would have talked before then, and we talked in January, and you told me you was ready to buy in May, and we would have started getting prepared in January, by the time May hit, you probably would have been ready to buy in May. But you wait till the last minute and find out there's some things you need to take care of. Then that causes you have to push things back. So don't wait. Set up a time for us to talk now. Let's have a free consultation so I can make sure that when you're ready to buy, you'll actually be ready to buy.